Stage tonight, in addition to Mike Pence, Trump's former rival, Senator Ted Cruz, Trump's son Eric, Newt Gingrich, and Florida Governor Rick Scott.
Meanwhile, a new report says the Trump campaign preferred to make Ohio Governor John Kasich the vice presidential pick instead of Mike Pence, but Kasich turned them down. Local 12's Jeff Hirsch looks at the still simmering feud between the nominee and the Republican governor of Ohio.
The campaign profoundly changed me.
When John Kasich thanked his Ohio supporters, the governor said his unsuccessful campaign for president was about more than just winning an election. The goal, he said, was to uplift and unify the country.
Americans want to feel as though they matter. Americans want to feel like people care about them. And Americans want to believe that the people standing next to them are going to be there for them, whether they know them or whether they don't. It's about connecting hearts and lives again in the United States of America.
But there was no mention of what the New York Times is reporting. The Times says that after Kasich dropped out of the presidential race in May, the Trump camp offered to make Kasich the most powerful vice president in American history in charge of domestic and foreign policy. The Times says that offer was made by Donald Trump Jr. to a Kasich advisor. And when the Kasich advisor asked Trump Jr., well, what's the president going to do? The answer was, make America great again. Ohio Democrats are scratching their heads at all this.
I mean, that is a bizarre story, and it's obviously coming from the Kasich side. All I can say is that, you know, it's a very strange notion of what the president should be doing, and it's a strange conversation. But I also think the bigger picture is it speaks to the rift between Republicans.
The feud between the Kasich and Trump camps is obvious. Kasich is not endorsing Trump, the governor is not speaking at the convention, and Trump's campaign manager has blasted Kasich. Ohio GOP Chair Matt Borges says if the Trump camp keeps that up, it's at Donald Trump's own peril.
If he keeps criticizing John Kasich in Ohio, he's going to lose.
Plain and simple.
Yes.
Late this afternoon, Donald Trump tweeted out a statement which said John Kasich was never asked by me to be the VP. And that's kind of a non-denial denial, because the tweet said he was never asked by me, Trump, but the article, the allegation is that it was Donald Trump Jr. who made the request to Kasich's staff. So the road through Ohio politics remains very bumpy. In Cleveland, Jeff Hirsch, Local 12 News.